In this video, I am going to show you how to install the Fleximounts GL1 garage lift. If you'd like to learn more about the product, check out the link down below. Now let's get started. If you don't know where the joists are, you can use a stud finder like this one. You go past where you believe the stud's going to be, and you see how it lights up right there. That shows me that where this tape is, between here and there is a stud. Shows you that there's a stud right here. I found it easiest to put the tape on the template on the ground and then put it up on the ceiling. And make sure the template is as flat as possible on the ceiling. You do not want to have any sagging. The two brackets at the top right and bottom right of the template are for the axle and the wire ropes. And this is the front side of the rack because this is where the winding pole will be. The two brackets in the back where the pulleys are, and these are on the top left and bottom left. The three holes down the middle of the template are not needed for this installation. Each lag screw got one washer, and I got all of them ready before I started installing them. After holding the appropriate bracket where it belongs and marking for the drill holes, I drilled a 3/16 inch or 5mm hole that was 2.5 inches deep in each location. You want to make sure that you hit the stud when you do drill into the ceiling. If you do not hit any wood up there, then the template is in the wrong location and you want to move it and start over. I have a drill bit that fits the head of these lag screws, and that made it a lot easier for me to be able to install these brackets. But if you don't have that bit, you can use the wrench that comes with the set. Now I'm going ahead and putting the other three brackets up on the ceiling, the same way I just did. Now slide the two ends of the pole into the brackets that they fit into. You want to make sure that the cables are facing inward towards the other side of the rack. That way they will be able to string through the pulleys on the other side. There are two holes in this center axle. These are for the nut and bolt labeled B. This will prevent the axle from sliding left and right out of place. After getting the nut and bolt started by hand, use the wrench and the Allen key to tighten them up. I am able to use my hand to turn the wrench, but if that's hard, then you can use something like a screwdriver to put through that hole to be able to turn it with better leverage. Now I'm taking off the template. You can pull it and tear it by hand, but where there's pieces that might be stuck underneath the brackets, I am using my knife to cut those away. Two bolts labeled A go in each end to make sure that the axle is locked in place. You can see one bolt in this shot. The other one goes on the other side of the bracket, which is out of view right now. Now I'm unwrapping the cables and I'm going to hang them down so that they are untangled and ready for the next part of the process. String the two longer cables into the pulleys, making sure that they are not twisted with the shorter cables. Use the J-bolt labeled C to attach the wire grid to the platform supports. Tighten the nuts labeled C to the J-bolts with the socket wrench that's provided. I found it easiest to place it upside down and work from the bottom because that's where the nuts are located, and then I flipped it over after I was done. If you're worried about scratching the surface of it, you may want to put something like a piece of cardboard or a carpet or something like that below it to make sure it doesn't get scratched. The cardboard box it came in would work perfectly for this. Next, pass the eye bolts on the end of each of the wire ropes through the holes at each end of the platform supports. Place one flat washer on each of these eye bolts and then two nuts labeled D on each of these eye bolts. The two nuts will lock in place after you tighten them both down. There's a safety lock on the gearbox that needs to be removed before you can attach the winding pole. You can attach an electric drill to the winding pole if you prefer to speed things up. This helps raise and lower the rack a lot quicker. And that's how easy it is to install the GL1 garage lift by Fleximounts. I was able to do it myself, and if you feel confident with your abilities and you understand how I was able to do it in this video, you'll have no problem installing yours. Check out the link down below to learn more about this product, and I'll see you in the next video.